So one question I get a lot is, what's the difference between me and a public defender? Well, let's talk about the similarities first. One of the misconceptions is that public defenders are lawyers that couldn't be in private practice, that they are somehow lesser lawyers than private lawyers. Well, that's not the case. In some instances, public defenders have much more experience as far as trial experience and such because they simply have an enormous caseload. So in some aspects, they are very much the same. So don't think in your mind that somehow or another that because they're public defenders that they went to really bad law schools or they just barely passed the bar or anything like that. That is not the case. The difference is when you hire a private lawyer, you get access to that lawyer, your family gets access to that lawyer if you authorize it to be so, and you're going to get, I hate to say it this way, but you're going to get much more attention, or what other people call hand-holding. You're going to get a lot more attention, and your case may get more attention. Remember, public defenders defend indigent people, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of people that simply cannot hire a private attorney. They just don't have the resources. A public defender is severely overworked. Whereas I might have a caseload of 40 or 50 active cases, they might have a caseload of 100. And they're in and out all the time. I mean, they are just bombarded with cases every day. They go in a rotation. And 1 week's called a pickup week, and then they have a readiness conference week, and then they have trial, and they go through this process. So the biggest difference is the amount of attention, the amount of access you're going to have to that particular attorney. A lot of complaints that I get from people that come hire me after they've been with the public defender is they wouldn't return my phone calls, my mother called, they didn't get back to her, I only got 5 minutes with them in court, and I wanted to really talk to them, they're not listening to me, and I have to tell you that might very well be the case. They simply do not have enough hours in the day to be able to return every single phone call. Now, obviously, if you're in custody and you request a jail visit, somebody's going to come visit you. But it's entirely different between hiring a private lawyer and a public defender. So remember, the biggest difference is overworked. They may not know your name. That if you went to a public defender and said to them, hey, do you remember Mr. Jones? Unless it's a serious case, especially in misdemeanors, they're going to go, which one? I've got 7. That's the difference. You are case number 65 for the day rather than case number 3. So don't think that somehow or another that you're with the public defender and that they're a crappy lawyer and they couldn't get a job anywhere else. Some public defenders are some of the best lawyers I know, but it usually takes quite a while for them to get there. So if you have any other questions about the differences between public defender and private lawyers, give my office a call and I'll be glad to help you out.